There's Freddie Hicks. 0 for 1 tonight. Gets the bump from McLaughlin. And Freddie Hicks is going, guess where, Kevin? To the free throw line. It'll be his first trip today, but man, he was there a lot on Friday.
He was there so much, I thought he was going to have to pay real estate taxes. 28 trips to the free throw line, and that was his first game as he came back from an injury and did not play in their first two against Arizona State and Kansas Christian.
He was 18 for 28 at the line.
I don't know if I went to free throw line 28 times in my entire career. Did it in one game.
And Hicks gets them both. 7-point lead for Tarleton.
Well, the Eagles have not been able to run any offensive sets.
Chaz Kelly in the game for Boston College. This is Langford on the shot. And now a foul on Chaz Kelly, the third.
Fourth team foul on Boston College, and that's what Tarleton does. They in attack mode. That's how they draw those fouls. 49 free throws they shot against Belmont.
Zachary checks out. Makai Ashton Langford comes into the game. Ashton Langford with 2 personal fouls. Don't check that, sorry, just 1. 2 turnovers in this game. Boston College, here's the throw ahead for Madsen. Williams just about came up with a steal, but Madsen cannot get the shot to go.
How many shots have come out of the Eagles offense? There's so much pressure on the wings, they end up breaking you down and making you play one-on-one. And that's what Boston College has done. Boston College, 2 of 7.
Freddie Hicks shot fake, the drive, the runner is good.
Freddie Hicks
first
is
field
the real deal.
6'6" sophomore from Searcy, Arkansas, was the WAC Freshman of the Year a season ago. 8 points per game, almost 5.5 rebounds a contest. Ja'Cory Smith whistled for the foul as DeMar Langford Jr. goes down. More on Freddie Hicks throughout the evening. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside. 11:44. Hicks starting to get it going. Tarleton up 9. Charlotte Amalie all lit up on this Sunday night. That view courtesy WTJX TV's Earth Cam. We're on St. Thomas Island in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And if you want to experience what it's like to be a student here at the University of the Virgin Islands, well, check it out. With 2 beautiful campuses on St. Thomas and St. Croix. UVI is one of the top regional universities in the U.S. and the only HBCU in the Caribbean. Choose from 99 majors, minors, and certificate programs and Receive a world-class education that will prepare you for success. Visit uvi.edu to learn more. Trying to get the ball into Pena, and foul called on Tarleton.
They're trying to do some high-low looks, and one thing I've noticed here is TJ Bickerstaff has not gotten a touch in the post at all. There's so much pressure on the perimeter. That time they tried to use Bickerstaff as the trigger man to get Pena a look inside.
We see Ja'Cory Smith walking to the bench. He checks out. Makai Ashton Langford. Good for 2. Foul on Daniel.
Brad, that's what you have to do if you're Boston College. You got to drive the ball into the paint with some strength and just rise up and score over the defender. Makai Ashton Langford, strong move there, draw the contact.
Free throw is no good. Rebounded by Gary Clark. Williams to Clark, back to Williams, shot fake. Now an open look for Hicks, and Hicks can knock it in from outside. He did not make a 3 on Friday as part of his 26 points, but he has one here.
That one looked easy for Freddie Hicks. And Boston College struggling to get any offensive entry. They're having trouble getting that point to wing pass to start their offense.
5 on the shot clock. Mikhail, nice feed. Madsen, the back cut.
To fight pressure, you've got to do some back cuts to relieve it. Great delivery by Ashton Langford.
Halfway through our first half. Tarleton up 8. The defense for Tarleton has created 6 Boston College turnovers. There's a bucket from Daniel. Daniel now with 7 points.
Every one has been a tough shot. Daniel has converted with a hand in his face.
Kelly up top over to Madsen. Madsen fade away. The putback by Bickerstaff, and Kevin, he wants to be a rebounder. The 6'9" senior from Atlanta, Georgia, was 8th in the ACC last year, 7 rebounds per game, and that's his game right there.
A great read on the weak side and body and hand control to tip that in.
Lou Williams, another triple. 2 for 2 from
Tarleton's
downtown.
Getting some good looks on the perimeter.
Pena looking to back down Clark.
Another
Has
steal.
it tipped away. Three steals here early on for Tarleton. 7 turnovers now for Boston College. Williams now has that three-point respect and gets an easy pull-up 2.
Good rhythm jump shot by Lou Williams. 2 bounce, rise up and finish. Tarleton looks much more comfortable in their half-court offense than Boston College does. Bickerstaff cannot get a touch inside. That time, Freddie Hicks on the hold.
It's Freddie Hicks on the foul, trying to keep Bickerstaff from posting up inside. For Hicks, that's his first. Smith and Bogues both with 2 personal fouls for Tarleton.
Now Tarleton they're out of the WAC where they finished 9th last year at 9-9. They're picked 10th this year. Grand Canyon picked to win it. New Mexico State, Stephen F. Austin.
Zachary and McLaughlin and Chaz Kelly on the floor for Boston College. There's McLaughlin out to Ashton Langford. And a foul on the rebound. This will go against Tarleton. And a timeout on the floor. Call it on Rod Brown, and we'll step aside. It's the Texans with 24, the Eagles with 11.
Our heartbeat is the rhythm of life, and nowhere else is it felt quite like here. You can sense it in the tempo of the tides and breezes, and in the artistic expressions of our people. For ours are no ordinary Caribbean islands, and yours no ordinary Caribbean vacation in the U.S. Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
Welcome to the Virgin Islands. Oh na na, oh na na na. Reconnect with paradise. The VI smiles with me, with the embers of the seas. The Virgin Islands, they are calling out to me. The VI smiles with me, with the embers of the seas. The Virgin Islands, they are calling out to me.
One more.
One more, please.
One more, guys. One more. Set. Up.
One more.
One more.
Hey, kid. Yeah, we'll take one more. Oh, one more. Wow! Do it one more time. Do it one more.
Up at the free throw line, Boston College Bickerstaff as the Eagles down 13 here in the first half, and a foul on the rebound. This will go on Ashton Langford. And that's going to be 2 personal fouls on Ashton Langford. He'll stay in the game with 7:55 to play here in the first half. And Charlton, the 13-point lead and the basketball. Kevin, they're doing it efficiently.
They got 3 players. Charlton, Freddie Hicks is 2 of 3. Daniel, 3 of 3, and Lou Williams, 3 of 3. They are 8 of 9, those 3 players. Shooting 64%, the Texans.
Hicks off the iron. Here's a foul on the rebound. And that goes on Javante Hopkins. And so 8 fouls now on Tarleton. So we go back to the free throw line. And it will be Devin McLaughlin stepping up to the line, the 6'7" sophomore from Cumming, Georgia. This is a young man, all-state in basketball and football. He was a tight end. Taking those great hands to the basketball court for head coach Earl Grant.
Boston College, 1 of 4 from the charity stripe.
There's a loose ball. Bickerstaff now on the run out. No foul called as Hicks came in from behind. And now the Texans on the run. Williams, his first miss of the game.
Good look by Williams in transition. Oh, there's those tight end hands from McLaughlin.
McLaughlin really active, really smart, really athletic, according to head coach Earl Grant.
Well, that was a tough catch. That ball flew through a bunch of hands, and McLaughlin able to catch it, secure it, and finish Now the Eagles need to make some stops. We talked about the Eagles going to long possessions. It's been Tarleton has forced the Eagles to defend for long periods of time, then able to finish.
That's Shakur Daniel rattling that home. He has 9 points. He is 4 for 4 in this game. Zachary does everything he can to save that from running into the beach zone. Ashton Langford throws it up on the glass. Williams the rebound. The speed of Tarleton.
What's that? I say 6'4" to 6'6". They're interchangeable parts. They all have great speed and athletic ability. And now Blake Gillespie getting his team to slow it down. He's working side to side.
Hopkins gets blocked by Bickerstaff. But the foul called on the help defense from behind. I think that's going on McLaughlin.
Well, Boston College has done a fairly good job of defending without fouling. This is going to be the 4th and 5th trip to the free throw line for the Texans. And we keep referring back to that Belmont game where they shot 49 free throws. That's in one game.
There's a lot of free throws. Head coach Billy Gillespie. This guy's in attack mode on that offensive end and on that defensive end. Tarleton doubling up Boston College here. 5:26 to play. Here's Chaz Kelly, the third. Offensive foul called.
Rack up turnover number 8 for the Eagles. They were even this game averaging 71 points a game here. They have been stuck on 13 for quite some time.
Kevin, not many times nowadays in college basketball you have a team come out of nowhere, but this Tarleton basketball team, tell you what, this is going to be a team to reckon with, aren't they?
Oh, no question. The WAC, I'm sure, already knows how good these guys are. And they have a great history in Division II. They're in the Lone Star Conference. 14 appearances in the playoffs since 2002.
That's going to be foul number 2 on number 2, Freddie Hicks. Called for the offensive foul. It'll be a big piece of what they
Hicks with 7 today after that huge explosion on Friday night.
There's Jaden Zachary passing out of a double. Now Ashton Langford open, feeds it inside. Pena, bucket and a foul.
Pena and Bickerstaff have worked hard to get touches. They just haven't got it. There's the ball reversal, playing that second and third side. Good pocket pass by Ashton Langford on the feed.
Substitution, Gary Clark into the game for Rod Brown.
Pena, the transfer from Division II Taylor University.
Free throws pull Boston College within 11. They'll show some full court, a 2-2-1 press. They'll fall back into a 2-3 zone here.
Yeah, first time we've seen the zone from Boston College in this half.
Maybe more of a 1-3-1 look. There's Hicks along the baseline. Had nowhere to go with it. Now Pena. We'll call that a pass. On an offensive foul called on McLaughlin as Clark takes the charge.
Well, Pena with the behind the backer. Watch this now. Yeah, this is a pass. McLaughlin picks it up, and great defensive position.
Oh, that was Williams taking the charge.
Yeah, Lou Williams. I really like him as a player. Do a lot of things
Lou Williams, 6'5" junior. And Perdido.
They're going to stay in the
Alabama.
zone. This is what we call a tandem 2-3 that looks like a one guard front, but they'll go to bend it.
There's Williams from the outside, too strong. Rebounded by Jaden Zachary. Zachary gets blocked by Clark from behind. 16 up on the shot clock when we come back. 3:39 to play here in the first half. Tarleton in front by 11. It's the Texans just rolling on the island. Tarleton by 11, shooting 55% from the floor. Boston College shooting 41% from the floor, but 9 turnovers by Boston College, or shall we say the Tarleton defense creating 9 turnovers.
8 points off those turnovers. Tarleton has been very efficient at the offensive end, very patient, going side to side. It forced Boston College to change their defense into that zone. See if they could disrupt the flow of the Texans.
Nice dump off to Armani Mighty. Mighty gets blocked.
Gary Clark from behind. Good timing. Boston College back in man-to-man.
Freddie Hicks, 7 points. Shakur Daniel leading the scoring. He has 10. Williams with 8, looking for more. He has it, double figures. Lou Williams, 11 points on 3 of 6 shooting.
Set up by Freddie Hicks. Shot fake, drives it to the nail, collapses the defense, kicks it out. Step in 3 for Lou Williams. Horse shot for that young man.
Here's DeMar Langford Jr. in a double team, and now a foul is called on Shakur Daniel.
Here's the Lou Williams.
Now this play is set up by Freddie Hicks. Did the drive, right where he was going. Got the defender, Zachary, to fade off of Lou Williams, and Williams gets a wide open look. Excellent offensive concepts by Tarleton.
So DeMar Langford Jr. up to the free throw line. Averages 9 points per game on the season. That's his first point in tonight's game. And Bickerstaff back in. Mighty checks out as Daniel checks out. And Tiger Booker into the game for Tarleton. Was added to the Texans roster just a week ago. Has the ball in his hands. Played just a few seconds on Friday for the Texans.
Back in the zone. They know where Lou Williams is if you're going to play zone. Good look that time, but misfired. And Tarleton has taken away any running game of Boston College.
There's
Zero fast break points by the Eagles.
And another turnover as Bickerstaff traveled with it. The defensive positioning inside there by the Texans.
Going zone again. Lou Williams on that weak side wing.
Hopkins gets into the lane. Out to Booker. Booker, and one opportunity.
Well, Tiger Booker just added to the roster, makes a big-time play for the Texans.
Tiger Booker, 5'10", junior guard out of Chicago, Illinois, goes right into Mekhi Ashton Langford. And that's his third personal foul. So Mekhi's going to have to check out. His final minute 37.
Frustration. Mekhi Langford. Ashton Langford. He's like, who are these guys?
Tiger Booker doesn't even have his last name on the backside of his
That's
jersey
right.
yet.
He had to get that extra jersey. No name on it. Well, we were at practice. They told us, write his name down. He's not on the roster, but he just got added. I could have thought this guy's going to play if they've added him.
Pena's shot no good. Williams the rebound. Booker to Williams to Clark. Won't fall. And DeMar Langford with the rebound, and the foul called on Clark.
Frustration foul by Clark. Had that point blank look, missed it. Double fault.
Here's the frustration.
Boy, that happens. You miss that and just, I got to get it
Tug
back.
the jersey. Yeah, not much there, but tug of the jersey.
You got to learn from those. You got to let that, can't live in that last miss.
First free throw for Langford is good. He got 1 of 2 in his first trip.
Because one of the things that Tarleton does, they have this very aggressive defense, but they do it without fouling. It's great footwork. We saw it in practice on Thursday. That first hour plus was just defensive drills by Billy Gillespie.
Asking for effort, energy, and to play physical. Here is Clark going strong to the rim.
Oh, I like that one. Clark missed the other one point blank and came right back with confidence. The finish, 16-point lead for Tarleton. Another turnover.
Bickerstaff lost the handle.
You got about 2-second differential on the shot clock. Billy Gillespie's going to use his timeout.
He's going to bring Shakur Daniel back onto the floor as well for another offensive component.
And I would look for Tarleton now to milk this all the way down. There's such a short differential in game clock, shot clock. And Boston College would not get another opportunity at the basket. You'll feel pretty good now going into halftime if you're Tarleton. They have controlled this game with their defense the same way that we saw them do it against a very good Belmont team who came back and won last night over George Mason.
The Boston College head coach Earl Grant looking for answers and really looking for someone to get out there and just control that basketball. 11 turnovers given away by Boston College. And Tarleton's taken some of them away, but ball security, one of the keys for Boston College. So see what Billy Gillespie has drawn up for the Texans here for the final 20 seconds. Booker to Clark from the free throw line, no. Pena the rebound. Tamar Langford. Final seconds. Williams got his hand on the pass. Bickerstaff on the floor, and we're going to go to halftime with the Tarleton Texans up 16 over the Boston College Eagles.
Billy Gillespie to make sure that was not a jump ball because he would have possession of it. Great performance the first half from Tarleton. We saw that against Belmont. Their pressure has paid off. We'll get a chance to talk to Coach here in a second as he get him wired up there in front of the beach zone.
All right, joins with Tarleton head coach Billy Gillespie. Coach held Mekhi Ashton Langford to just 5 points in that first half. What was the best part of what you saw from your defense in the first 20 minutes?
Well, they compete hard. That's kind of what we're made out of, and that's what we have to do. You saw offensively we didn't execute very much, especially the last play, but our guys compete hard. He's an extremely great player. They miss some shots that they normally make. It'll be a real battle in the second half, no question about it.
Hey, Coach, you told us how hard you're going to play on defense. We saw it the other night, but I've been impressed by your patience at the offensive end, and you've got some good looks, especially Lou Williams.
Yeah, Lou's played great. He's one of those kind of guys that you get mad at all week in practice, and because he doesn't guard like you need him to, and then all of a sudden he can make baskets in the game. So he's just one of those guys, kind of a gamer. Our team plays hard. We got to move the ball better. We got to throw it inside a little bit more.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck the second half.
Thank you.
Billy Gillespie, head coach for the Tarleton, a 16-point lead over the Eagles from Boston College, as this is our second semifinal on this Sunday here from the 2022 U.S. Virgin Islands Paradise Jam. Don't go anywhere. More coming from the islands.
Our heartbeat is the rhythm of life, and nowhere else is it felt quite like here. You can sense it in the tempo of the tides and breezes, and in the artistic expressions of our people. For ours are no ordinary Caribbean islands, and yours no ordinary Caribbean vacation in the U.S. Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
One, just one. Every minute, one woman in the United States is diagnosed with cancer. One mother, one daughter, one wife. Kay Yao saw the power of one.
The biggest obstacles also provide the biggest opportunities.
One adds up. One multiplies. Countless lives have been changed. One can change everything. You are the one. The Kay Yao Cancer Fund. The power of one.
Welcome to the Virgin Islands. Oh na na, oh na na na. Reconnect with paradise. The VI slides with me, with the embers of the seas. The Virgin Islands, they are calling out to me. The VI slides with me, with the embers of the seas. The Virgin Islands, they are calling out to me.
Set against a perfect backdrop of endless ocean, Frenchman's Reef in St. Thomas is a destination of pure island escape. With its white coral sand beaches, tranquil blue waters, and luxe modern design, it's an experience that will set a new standard in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Experience 2 resorts, 1 paradise. The Westin Beach Resort and Spa and Bowie House Beach Resort, an Autograph Collection hotel, opening early 2023. Book your stay today at Frenchman'sReefStThomas.com.
The hidden gem of the Caribbean is closer than you imagine. A unique place where passion and heart live inside the people. St. Croix's culture and heritage will make your vacation one to remember. Let the island's signature jewelry inspire your gift giving. Explore the traditional architecture of our twin cities. Come feel the soul of the Caribbean. Visit St. Croix and experience a vibe like no other.
(35-19), Tarleton on top of Boston College here after our first 20 minutes. It was 11 turnovers for Boston College as that Tarleton defense just continuing to go and go and go and getting it done on the offensive end too, Kevin.
They make you uncomfortable at the offensive end. They take away, the Tarleton Texans take away everything you want to do, take you out of your comfort zone, and certainly has done that to Boston College. Earl Grant's going to find some answers to combat that pressure here in the second half, or else he's going to have some struggles.
Yeah, BC has not been comfortable at all. Someone who is comfortable right now is Nels Hawkinson, who is in our beach zone, as he's the executive director of Basketball Travelers and host of this U.S. Virgin Islands Paradise Jam. Nels, thanks a lot for joining us. How are you doing over there?
You know, in the islands, they call this lineman. I'm sitting here. I got one of my fans right here, just chilling out here in the beach zone, enjoying a kind of an interesting game here in our final game for tonight. But, yeah, glad to be back in the Virgin Islands, my 23rd anniversary.
Happy anniversary, 23rd. Well, and the teams come down here, Nels, and they do so much. We had some photos yesterday of some of these athletes handing out meals, helping out with some community service projects around here. The coaches talk about how great it is to get some good team bonding down here. Some great basketball. It's great for the island as well.
You know, absolutely. There's a lot of great organizations. One of my favorites called My Brother's Workshop. Those who have been watching probably seen some of their commercials. They take kids that just didn't finish up school for whatever reason. They get them their GED. They teach them a trade. Then they get them a job, you know, and it's just incredible things that they do for that. We had on Friday, we had over 500 kids here, even from St. Croix, which it's amazing. A lot of the kids that came, over half, had never even been to St. Thomas, and it's a 15-minute flight. About a 2.5-hour boat ride. We had them here. We fed them, got them into the game for free because, you know, I as a parent, I have my own 2 kids. I can't parent 500 kids, you know, but I can do this. We can give them hope. And we give them hope and a chance just to see maybe they want to do something you guys are doing. Maybe they want to be a cameraman. Maybe they want to be a cheerleader. Maybe they want to be a statistician, referee, whatever it is, you know. And so it's just great to be here in beautiful St. Thomas. And this is my 78th trip here in the last, 25 years. And I'm an islander man now, you know.
Nels, maybe they want to be a tournament director like you also.
They don't want that job. That's for sure. It's not that easy. It is tonight when I'm sitting behind the mic and just chilling out here in my beach zone. But there's a lot of things that we want to get into. But we're happy to be here. And after last year with COVID, we couldn't really have many people in the building. Before that, we're in Washington, D.C. So it's great to bring it back here. It's so important, you know. People that are watching right now, you know, we have 360 commercials over the 2 week. We have a women's week following this week, some outstanding teams, 7 of 8 teams are BCS programs. And so I was last 6 years on the board of directors for women's basketball and on the KYAL board of directors, the Cancer Fund, and I'm proud of that. We're giving them some commercials because there's, you know, 2 out of every, basically 2 players. If you're coaching a women's team, the statistics show that 2 players will at some point in time, you know, be diagnosed with breast cancer, and my sister died of that, and so that's very dear and close to me. It's kind of the Jimmy V version on the women's side of women's hoops.
Well, Nels, tell us about the beach zone. This is a great at the end zone behind that basket. You're up there sitting there comfortably. You got a tiki bar right to your right. Tell us about that mastermind of the beach zone, because it's the only tournament I know of that has a beach zone.
Well, you know, I'm a little bit different kind of guy. I have over 35 costumes. Our organization, Basketball Travelers, is actually a nationally scheduled site for Division I basketball. So when we go to the Women's Final Four, I dress up on Easter like the Easter Bunny because I want to just say, listen, we're going to take a chill pill here for a second. a lot of animosity gets built up over trying to get players and wins and losses and stuff. And I'm just like saying, hey, listen, we need to be a community. We need to come together. So that's kind of part of my thing. This Beat Zone is kind of part of that. It's a publicity stunt, really is, to show people that are watching from around the States or Canada, around the world, that, the Virgin Islands is pretty cool. They do have 2 of the top 10 beaches in the world. Okay, Megan's Bay is right here in St. Thomas. It's fantastic. And over Trunk Bay over in St. John. Look it up, Condé Nast, it's right there. So we're not the 3rd best beach in the world right here, but we're the only one that I know of in the gym. And it's a great opportunity where people are like going, hey, that might be kind of fun place to go visit. They got a beach zone there. We're kind of chilling out here, and it's also a corporate box. So it serves multi-purposes and gives me a chance to have a slice of pizza and join a game every once in a while. So it's pretty cool.
Well, Nels, we're running out of time, but I know Basketball Travelers, you guys take a lot of these teams on a lot of tours, foreign tours. You get them out, get their summer experience together that really helps build them towards the season.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do about 30 trips this summer. There's a couple teams that have already signed, a couple more. We're excited to be able to do that. I've been personally in 82 countries. I got 6 more coming up. I got a son playing pro in Japan. Haven't seen him play in about 3 years, so we're going to get out, do some stuff. But, the world's your oyster, right? I mean, I've been in more hotel rooms than the Gideon Bible, okay? That's how many hotels I've been to. So, but I just love the world. It's just, it's be boring if we're all the same types of people, same culture.
Nels, thanks a lot for your time. Thanks for putting on a great tournament. Looking forward to the rest of this game and tomorrow's 4 games, as well as the women's tournament coming Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's Nils Hawkinson, Executive Director of Basketball Travelers. We'll be back more here at the half, right here on ESPN3. Boston College down 16 to Tarleton. We'll have the start of the second half right after this, right here on ESPN3.
Our heartbeat is the rhythm of life, and nowhere else is it felt quite like here. You can sense it in the tempo of the tides and breezes, and in the artistic expressions of our people. For ours are no ordinary Caribbean islands, and yours no ordinary Caribbean vacation in the U.S. Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
There's a special slice of paradise that lies in the Caribbean, where the warmth of the people greets you at every turn. Through their passion, you're going to live moments you will always remember. Savor our traditional flavors and explore the depths of the bluest ocean. Here, it's all about culture, history, and heart. If you want to feel the soul of the Caribbean, come to St. Croix and experience a vibe like no other.
Welcome to the Virgin Islands. Oh na na, oh na na na. Reconnect with paradise. Oh na na, oh na na na. The VI smiles with me, with her embers of the seas. The Virgin Islands, they are calling out to me.
Your idyllic tropical getaway begins at Belongo Bay Beach Resort on St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. We're family-owned and famous for an all-inclusive package, friendly hospitality, one-of-a-kind amenities and experiences. Explore St. Thomas or sail to nearby islands and swim with sea turtles aboard our custom-built catamaran, Heavenly Days. Relax on the beach or take advantage of complimentary water sports and windsurf lessons. Come discover the Caribbean as it should be at Belongo Bay Beach Resort, St. Thomas.
Our heartbeat is the rhythm of life, and nowhere else is it felt quite like here. You can sense it in the tempo of the tides and breezes, and in the artistic expressions of our people. For ours are no ordinary Caribbean islands, and yours no ordinary Caribbean vacation in the U.S. Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
Welcome to the Virgin Islands. Oh na na, oh na na na. Reconnect with paradise. Oh na na, oh na na na. The VI smiles with me, with her embers of the seas. The Virgin Islands, they are calling out to me.
The Texans fans enjoying what they've seen in the first 20 minutes of this one. Tarleton leading Boston College 35-19. They have done it by forcing 11 Boston College turnovers in that first 20 minutes.
I've got a new name for their defense. I'm going to call it the Anaconda defense. They squeezed the life out of you, this Tarleton, Texas team. But they've been highly efficient at the offensive end. 54% from the field for the Texans in the first half.
From three-point range, they're 50%. They were 4 for 8. Hicks drug his pivot foot. And that's a turnover for Tarleton. They had just 5 turnovers in that first half.
Now, we talked most of the first half about their stifling defense, but very good flow at the offensive end for Tarleton. The opposite of what we're seeing from Boston College. They have struggled to get any type of continuity in their offense.
Pena missed on that three-point shot. Pena and Ashton Langford leading the way with 5 points apiece. Quick substitution. Bogues is out. Lou Williams is in. Williams was a big spark offensively. 11 first half points.
Well, Billy Gillespie says one of those guys that you yell at all week in practice, but he is a gamer. And it's been an offensive spark.
Ashton Langford catch and shoot. Bickerstaff rebound. Put back is good. Bickerstaff's 2 baskets have both come on offensive boards.
Yes, he had that tip in the first half, and now we're able to take the offensive rebound back against the unset defense of the Texans.
Here's Hicks calling for it inside. Working against Bickerstaff. And Hicks makes a tough shot.
He is crafty inside, 6'6", able to score over bigger post players.
Hicks at 6'6", Bickerstaff at 6'9". Now a foul on Lou Williams as Langford hits the deck.
Lou Williams is denying Langford all the way out here at 30 feet. Still asking the official, what did I do?
Williams' first personal foul. And there's an over and back violation. And Boston College just not playing clean today.
Well, we saw it Thursday night what this defense from Tarleton did to that squad. Belmont, who's another team that plays a lot like the Eagles. They want to play side to side, spread you out, and attack your gaps.
Gatkuth over to Daniel. Daniel trying to turn the corner, has to settle for a fadeaway 2. Rebound tipped out. Here's Gatkuth for 3. And Hicks an offensive rebound. His putback is good.
Great second effort by the Texans.
Boston College just getting outworked here by the Texans. Pena goes baseline. Knocks the jumper in. Pena with 7 now. He leads Boston College with 7 points.
Clubhouse roll on that shot.
Daniel gets a screen from Smith. And Hicks traveled again. Second turnover. Shuffling his feet before he heads to the rim.
Trying to start his drive, and that's another new emphasis on the rules committee this year is establish the pivot foot. So officials are really trying to look down and see where your pivot foot is, and at that time, drug it, and another turnover. This has been what you call a bit of a rock fight, kind of an ugly game with no flow, but that's the way Tarleton wants the game to be played.
McLaughlin couldn't handle that pass, and Hicks gets tied up. Jump ball is called. McLaughlin tied up Hicks, and Hicks is slow to get up. Freddie Hicks already missed the first 2 games with a foot injury.
Goes down hard on the middle of his back. And grabbing his rib cage there. This is a tough kid, though. He does not want to come out of the game.
I don't think Coach Gillespie wants him out of the game either. Walked halfway out there and then back to the
Well, we have to go
Texans
back to that
bench.
performance against Belmont where Hicks, 26 points, his first game playing, and then the trips to the free throw line, 24 trips.
Kevin, it was
Let me check that. I think he had more than 24.
28 trips to the free throw line.
Trips to the free throw line. That is an amazing stat.
Pena up off the glass. Now Pena's starting to get it going offensively here. He's got 9. A couple of baskets in this second half.
He's playing with some strength, keeping his feet on the floor. Good kiss off the window.
Boston College fans trying to be impactful here.
They forced a couple of turnovers the Eagles have here in the second half.
And there's a block. Comes Langford Jr. Tried to split defenders, loses the ball.
You got to squeeze the coconut or they will take it away from you. Langford got a little fancy with it. Lost control.
Here's Hicks wanting it inside. And knocked out of bounds by Zachary. It'll be Texans basketball, Boston College. Down 14, and we're down 16 at the half. Fighting and scrapping for everything, and Pena with a couple of baskets since halftime. Boston College trying to battle their way back into this basketball game with some tough defense. Here's Freddie Hicks going right at McLaughlin, and Freddie Hicks is in double figures, now has 13 points. That's the lead back to 16 for the Texans.
That is Freddie Hicks' pet move. He has that feathery touch over his left shoulder. Wow, another steal. He just picked that one out of the air.
Smith ahead to Williams. Wow, finishes through contact.
Watch the steal, now the speed. Creates the contact himself. Lou Williams.
We have a double technical foul right now. It's going to be on Makai Ashton Langford for BC and on Freddie Hicks for Tarleton.
Now, here's another new rule, Brad. They will not shoot the technicals. They race each other. Now, each player is going to have a personal added.
So Hicks is now going to have 3. And Makai Ashton Langford, I think that's now 4 on Makai.
Now, a year ago, you would have shot free throws at each end and resumed point of interruption, but one of the new rules now is that they erase the free throws, assess the personals, and play on.
Now, as Ashton Langford walks to the bench for Boston College, how does that affect BC moving forward?
Well, hugely, because now look who's trying to play the point. They've got his brother. And you got to have point guards to play against this pressure defense. Tarleton has increased this lead to 19.
This is a foul on Texans Corian Russian.
Now, I've still got my stat monitor showing Makai Ashton Langford with 3 personal fouls.
Well, and I don't see the technicals entered on our stat monitor.
Yeah, because in your book, that's going to be his 4th personal, correct? That is a huge blow.
Yeah, he had 3 at that last media timeout at 15:40.
Yeah, that's going to put a lot of the ball hand in Jaden Zachary's hands and younger brother DeMar Langford.
And there's DeMar driving, and a traveling violation called. I didn't think he walked with it. Got bumped into contact.
Well, we talked about this Tarleton team forcing an average of 21 turnovers per game. That would be the 16th turnover for Boston College. And we have 14:39 left.
Tarleton's created 20 turnovers in every game so far this season. They are 2-1 on the year. Boston College 3-1 after their wins on Friday.
And the only loss now this Tarleton team has is a 3-point loss at Arizona State.
Here's Bogues back to Daniel. Daniel knocks in the 2. He's got double figures. He's the 3rd Texan to reach double digits.
Excellent offensive flow by the Texans. They are down 21 to the Eagles.
And here's a foul on Williams.
The reaction for Billy Gillespie, he just does not like his team to foul. It breaks the rhythm of his defense.
Second personal foul on Williams.
I tell you, Brad, this has been impressive. We thought it maybe was a fluke, and they took Belmont apart.
Corner 3, Mason Madsen providing a little lift from the corner.
Well, we're going to have to make some stops. Tarleton very comfortable in their offense. We keep talking about their defense, but I have been impressed by the movement and flow at the offensive end. They have got 8 turnovers.
The second half alone.
You feel a sense of urgency from Boston College and from their fan base.
There's Kelly, fires the 3. Chaz Kelly, the 3rd, knocks it in. His first attempt of the game.
Now Boston College trying to up their defensive pressure.
Well, back-to-back threes. Tarleton's largest lead was right before those 2 threes at 21. Now the Eagles have it back to 15. Daniel goes to work. Off the rim, Pena the rebound. Now the steal.
What a
and the
steal.
Easy 2. Just relentless pressure from Bogues, the all-WAC performer a season ago.
That was a big-time steal by Bogues. He was hung around the weeds and snatched it. Easy basket.
All defensive team last year. Here's Chaz Kelly. The layup won't fall.
Now watch the movement of Tarleton's offense.
Penetration, hanging, hitting. Ja'Cory Smith. Transfer from East Mississippi Community College in his first season with the Texans.
He exchanged on the weak side and drove it right to the front of the rim. Pena's trying to do the same thing, but he's got a crowd.
Pena dumps it off. McLaughlin finishes through a lot of arms of those Texans defenders.
Well, you just feel the urgency from Boston College. They were kind of lulled to sleep for the first half and the first part of this half, and now more of a sense of urgency at both ends of the court.
And now a jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors the Texans. 11:04 on the clock. That brings us to a timeout. A 17-point lead for Tarleton. You got to earn it in this one, and you can't fall asleep. The Texans taking advantage.
Our heartbeat is the rhythm of life, and nowhere else is it felt quite like here. You can sense it in the tempo of the tides and breezes, and in the artistic expressions of our people. For ours are no ordinary Caribbean islands, and yours no ordinary Caribbean vacation in the U.S. Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
Welcome to the Virgin Islands. Oh na na, oh na na na. Reconnect with paradise. Oh na na, oh na na na. The VI smiles with me, with the embers of the seas. The Virgin Islands, they are calling out to me. Welcome to the Virgin Islands. Oh na na, oh na na na. Reconnect with paradise. Oh na na, oh na na na. The VI smiles with me, with the embers of the seas. The Virgin Islands, they are calling out to me.
Our heartbeat is the rhythm of life, and nowhere else is it felt quite like here. You can sense it in the tempo of the tides and breezes, and in the artistic expressions of our people. For ours are no ordinary Caribbean islands, and yours no ordinary Caribbean vacation in the U.S. Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
An impressive run here at the 2022 U.S. Virgin Islands Paradise Jam for the Tarleton Texans. And this is Tiger Booker taking it to the rim and draws the foul on Jaden Zachary.
Booker got his first points in the first half. He knocked that three down. We mentioned he just added to the roster prior to this trip. He's earned the trust of Coach Gillespie.
See no last name on the back of the jersey. That's how fresh he is. Just within the last week. Added to the roster. Told he's coming off taking some personal time out of Chicago, Illinois. Comes to Tarleton from New Mexico Junior College.
Now, if you try to prepare your team for Tarleton's defense, it's almost impossible to simulate this in practice. You'd have to put 6 or 7 guys out there and play 5-on-7.
Yeah, everything gets challenged. Every single pass, every single catch. Here's Pena inside. Booker whistled for the foul as he tried to rip it away, and slow to get up is Ja'Cory Smith along the baseline. Limping on his right ankle.
That's Ja'Cory Smith out of East Mississippi Community College. We saw Billy Gillespie as he's taken some players from community colleges, a few transfers as he's built this roster.
Billy Gillespie got back into the college basketball coaching ranks after stepping away for health reasons. 2018, a kidney transplant. and then got back into coaching at Ranger Junior College for 4 years.
Well, if you look at Billy Gillespie's track record, his first head coaching job at UTEP, he went from 6 wins to 24 in year number 2. Then he went to Texas A&M where he had 3 20-win seasons. Then 2 years at Kentucky where he won 18 and 24.
Bickerstaff gets fouled inside. Russian called for the foul. That's his second. And I think that's the 7th team foul. So we'll have Bickerstaff with a 1-and-1.
Well, it's showing 7 on the board, Brad. I'm with you, and now they're going to put him on line. They were going to trigger it underneath the hoop, and Bickerstaff gets a chance to go to the free throw line. Now we talked about TJ Bickerstaff. I mean, basketball family. Bernie Bickerstaff is his grandfather. His dad is Tim, so he is TJ.
Some lineage there. Was in the top 10 in the ACC, over 7 rebounds per game.
He had a good start to the season. We had 2 double-doubles against Cornell and Detroit.
Played the 2020-2021 season at Drexel before joining Coach Grant at BC.
And we've talked about this Boston College roster. They're missing Prince Collegue, who was one of their top recruits, actually the 3rd highest ranked recruit in Boston College history. And they've got a very talented 7-footer, Quinton Post, from the Netherlands, who had a great ACC tournament last year. Those two are on the bench with boots on their ankles. Would have been penciled in as starters for Earl Grant.
Not available for the Eagles. Here's that foul called on Bickerstaff. 4th team foul on the Eagles here in the second half.
They need to make a stop.
Shot clock down to 3. Here's Smith trying to create and draws the foul. And will earn a trip to the line.
I like their offensive concept. When they get down to shot clock situations, they basically clear out the wings. They bring them up high. They get the ball in what I call the funnel, middle of the floor, and they just go one-on-one and try to draw contact. What Smith did there and a chance to get to the free throw line. It's really a very good offensive concept.
Got into Pena. That's Pena's first personal foul. He's the leading scorer for Boston College tonight with 10 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of steals. And Smith gets the first. Hicks checks out, Bogues back in.
And we call this positionless basketball that Tarleton has with their, they just get 6'6" athletes. They can find their mismatch. Smith's hobbling a little bit, but he's not going to come out of the game.
If Boston College recognizes it, tries to attack him. They do. Kelly dumps it off inside for Pena. Caught it underneath the hoop. Oh, look at the reverse direction. Nice move inside.
Really good footwork by C.J. Pena.
12 points for Pena. 6'7", grad senior, transfer from Division II, Trevecca Nazarene. And there's Smith getting blocked. Now a fight on the floor. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors BC. Lou Williams asking for a foul call, but jump ball it is.
I watched Lou Williams on that shot. He was in the left corner, and he just blasted in there underneath the backboard to get a hand on that basketball. It's hard to block out these Texans as they come flying into the rim.
Zachary, nice spin move, reverse layup, won't go though. His bodies fly under the hoop. And Smith now hobbling once again.
He hurt his ankle when he got fouled about 2 trips ago.
Looks pretty good when the basketball gets in his hand.
Coach Gillespie's going to let him play right through it.
Bogues high off the glass and good.
We're back to 16. Boston College tried to make a bit of a run there, and just Tarleton has an answer for everything the Eagles do.
It's Bogues' first basket and then commits the foul. That'll be foul number 3 on Shamir Bogues, the 6'4 sophomore from Killeen, Texas.
And we're in an interesting position here because to the right of us we have the Tarleton radio man who is going crazy on this game. And to the left, I'm looking down there, I'm seeing the Boston College Eagle radio crew, and they are like they look stunned. Oh.
Now each foul the rest of the way on Tarleton will send Boston College to the free throw line. Jaden Zachary, the sophomore, steps up. Last year tied a BC freshman record with his 57 steals. That was 5th most in the ACC. And from outside shot 47%. Averaged 10 points per game. And those 2 free throws are his first 2 points of the game.
Hey, knocked in 52 threes last year. Just has not been able to get a look today.
Tarleton up 16. That was their halftime lead. And here's an offensive foul called on Ja'Cory Smith. That's foul number 3 on Smith.
Well, this is an opportunity for Boston College to get this to 14. As you said, down 16 at the half. I don't think they've gotten any closer to that here in the second half. It's always been around the 16, 18 range. It's basically trading baskets.
Tarleton stretched it out to 21 points a few different times. Smith's going to check out. Russian, Williams, Bogues, Hicks, and Daniel on the floor for the Texans.
And we have not seen Mackay, Ashton Langford since that technical.
He's been out with 4 personal fouls. Nice finish by Madsen.
Down to 14, Brad. Haven't seen that since the first half. Let's see how Tarleton responds.
Daniel wants a screen, guarded now by Pena. Williams from the corner. Long rebound. Pena lost it.
Bogues gives them another chance to run some shot clock.
He gets you a lot of extra possessions. Here's Daniel now, 5 on the shot clock. Daniel out to Hicks. Hicks at the horn. It does not hit the rim. It's a shot clock violation. And a timeout on the floor. Boston College, the closest they've been in this second half. It's a 14-point game. Trying to get something going. Madsen with this last basket for the Eagles.
talked about the youth of their defense. Gosh, it's a young offense as well. I mean, really, there's two seniors that play on their offensive play on their John Campbell, the left, the right tackle. Gave the they're a true freshman and or a redshirt freshman. So this is an offense that has gone through a lot of change while also being a very young unit.
And injuries on the offensive line as well, losing 3 projected starters.
Freddie Hicks, 13 points. Tarleton, a 14-point lead. Here with 7:15 to play.
Oh, and Hicks with the steal.
Turnover number 18 for Boston College.
And their 9th steal. They had 14 against Belmont. Thieves in the night. That's what I call the Texans.
Boston College playing with better energy on the defensive end this second half, and I feel like they've picked it up an extra notch here.
Well, there's a sense of urgency as the clock is their enemy, and we just got a foul there on McLaughlin.
McLaughlin called for the illegal screen. And this has been a physical game from start to present.
Here's a good look at it here. Watch the screen. Little extra forearm shiver. You mentioned big-time high school football player McLaughlin out of Georgia.
There's Hicks now, gets a one-on-one, and now a block foul called on McLaughlin.
That was a play set up by Billy Gillespie, put Freddie Hicks down at the offensive end all by himself. The other 4 players across half court, basically it was ISO one-on-one play. Hicks goes in there, draws the foul.
And that's 5 on McLaughlin.
That was a really good OB play. He knew Boston College was going to put the pressure on. A chance to get Hicks at the free throw line. One-on-one isolation at the offensive end of the court.
Freddie Hicks averaged just under 13 points per game a season ago as a sophomore. He was WAC Freshman of the Year back in 2020-2021 season. 8 points per game, and here in his 3rd year, they list him as a sophomore, hoping to get 3 more years of Freddie Hicks. His dad played 4 years at Arkansas State.